Hello and welcome to William's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making homemade hamburgers and fries. We're going to start off with the fries, so what you'll need is potatoes and vegetable oil, which we already have in a pot over there, and a knife, and then these are optional. These are crinkle cut knives. So what you're going to need is a bowl, and we've already scrubbed off these potatoes and they have some water in them so that they stay fresh. And then this bowl will be for the fries when we're done cutting them. We're going to add a little bit more water to that after. But how you cut the potato is you take it, you're going to take your regular knife for now, and you're going to cut the edge of it off so it's flat and it doesn't wiggle, because if I had a potato like this it would roll around and it's hard to cut. So you want to make it so it's flat here, so that you can cut it easily. And then I'm going to be using this crinkle cut knife, and what you're just going to do is try to make them all the same size fries. Some might be thicker than others because it's hard to cut with this. If you're cutting with a regular knife, it will be easier. And then once you get down to this little bit, you're just going to do it this way because it's easier to cut like that. And then you're going to take one of these, which is now crinkle cut, and you're going to make them into fries. These are a little bit thick, but we like them thick. They'll take a little bit longer to cook if they're thicker, and you're just gonna put them in the bowl and rinse and repeat with all of these potatoes. One thing I forgot to mention was, in my family, we like, my family members like to keep the skin on for more flavor, but you can peel the skin off if you'd like. And you would do that before you cut the potatoes, because if you were to peel them after the potatoes were already cut, it'd be very difficult. Sometimes they stick together after you cut them, so you have to bring them apart a little bit. And the fun thing about these fries is you can use every bit of potato, so even the part you cut off at the beginning so that it was flat, you can use. Okay, so now that we have cut most of our fries, I'm getting some help over there from my mom, who's cutting up the rest of them while we're starting them, because they take a little while. Anyway, we have our oil in a pot because we don't have a deep fryer or an air fryer, so this works pretty well if you just have some vegetable oil in a pot. And we have a spider. So you're gonna take some of your fries once the oil has started to boil into the spider. And they're gonna start to fry. It looks like the oil wasn't quite ready yet, so we're gonna wait a little bit to put in the rest of the fries. It really started to boil, so we're gonna add some more fries. Be careful, because there could be some splashback. You wanna be very careful while you're doing this. And also make sure that no water gets in, because water will make the oil go crazy. So you want to try and get it all off before you put the fries in. I think our last batch of fries in now. This is what they should look like when they're done. This is the last batch going into the pot. And we're just about to start barbecuing the burgers. Okay, so while the fries are frying, just keep an eye on them. We're gonna cut some vegetables. So we've already pre-cut some carrots, they're on the tray. And we're gonna start off with some celery now. So you're gonna take your paring knife and cut it, and then you're gonna cut it in half. Now we're moving on to the cucumber, and we've pre-washed it. Now it's time to cut. So you want nice thin slices. Try to keep them all the same size. And we're gonna, after we're done, you're gonna nicely place them. On the tray. And then finally, we have some snap peas that we'll also add onto the tray. Some nice sweet snap peas. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients now for our burgers. So what we have is 3/4 a cup of bread crumbs, 1 egg, teaspoons of Montreal steak spice, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. So that we all mixed up. And your first step in making these burgers is you're gonna crack your egg into this bowl and add your spices, the salt, pepper, and Montreal steak spice. And you're gonna take a whisk and whisk it all up in the bowl. Now you don't need the Montreal steak spice, that's just something we've added to this recipe. And once that is all whisked together, you're gonna add your breadcrumbs and your ground beef. Now you're gonna take out the whisk with a spoon or a fork. You're just gonna kind of press it into the ground beef. And you can use your hands as well. I'm gonna get my hands in here now. Now you want your ground beef to be, if you freeze your ground beef, you want it to be de-thawed at this point. And you just want to make sure that the breadcrumbs and spices and all that egg mixture and stuff is all mixed thoroughly within the ground beef. So there's not too many in certain spots. We want it to be all even. And then, once it's all mixed up, it should look something like this. And you're gonna take a clump and just kind of form it into a patty, press it down. And we lined a little glass bowl with parchment, and we're just gonna put it in there, rinse and repeat. Press it down. Try to make them a little bit circle shaped so that they'll fit the bun nice. And you're gonna do this for all your patties. Now we're gonna turn on the barbecue, so open it up, turn on the knob, and then close it, and then turn this. Make sure they light. And then we're just gonna close this and let it heat up for a few minutes. So it's had some time to heat up, and now we're gonna put our burgers on. Make sure to spread them out evenly. come back to you in a little bit. Okay, so they've been cooking for a long time and we just put some cheese on them. Some people don't like cheese, that's why they're still without cheese. But yeah, so we're just gonna let the cheese melt slightly and then lunch will be served. Okay, and we're gonna try it. Oh, delicious. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Bye.